The only way we refer to celebrities is by calling them their name from the movies that we know them by. Like, for example, Jack Dawson and Rose Dawson. I don't even know the name of the lady from the Titanic. I just know her name is Rose. That's it. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I'm gonna just cut straight into it. I am trying to shorten those introductions as much as I can. Bear with me. With that being said, it's my birthday in 2 days. So October 24th is gonna be my birthday. The best birthday present you can give me is to support the channel. Click on that subscribe button. This is the only way YouTube brain is gonna put it in its cranium that I need to push this channel. I need to suggest more of these videos to other people. Now, we ain't talking about me giving you my Cash App, me giving you my Zelle so you can send me some money. Although money is great. But that's not what I need right now. The biggest support you can give me right now is to do something that is completely free to you, but a huge support from my end. And that is to subscribe. Press the like button, leave a comment, engage with the videos. That's the only way YouTube is gonna be able to start suggesting my videos to more people. If you're watching this video right now, unless you have beef with me, unless you can stand my behind, if you can stand my behind, hey girl, I still appreciate you for stopping by. But if you're okay with me, and if you don't have a problem with me, and if you somehow love me, though you don't even know me, and you want to support your girl, best thing you could do is to press on that subscribe button. I am trying to gain 1,000 subscribers by the end of this month. Now, there's only a few days left in the month, so that's me reaching, but it can be done. But that's enough for that, child. Let's get into this video. But yeah, Tia and Tamara is back on the news recently. Well, technically it was Tia that was back on the news. If I'm not mistaken, I think she now has a new reality TV show about her life or what have you. And she mentioned her sister's name, Tamara. Her name is a mouthful for me because y'all know English is not my first language. So in that TV show, she ended up mentioning her sister's name. Y'all know the internet been coming for that girl with her divorce. But in the show, I guess she mentioned that with everything that is happening with that divorce, she mentioned that she would have loved to have her sister Tamara by her side. She's going through this whole divorce ordeal, but that's just not where they are right now.
It's times like this when I feel and wish that my sister and I were still close.
So the internet took it kind of like, what is going on with you and your sister? Why are you guys not talking? A lot of people took it to be that the two of them are not friends, they're not close, they're having beef with each other, and you know the internet, child, they took it different ways. Some even wanted to drag Tamara. I was pleasantly surprised to see that actually a good portion of the internet is coming to Tamara's defense and sticking up for her. I was happy to see that, because this statement Tia made, because it's so vague in a sense, so of course that leaves interpretation for the internet, and you already know the internet, child. You leave it to the internet to interpret something. They are trying to come for the girl, and I guess because Tia has always been viewed as the black twin and Tamara was the white twin. I don't even know what that means. I don't even know what that means. Just because she has a white husband, like what? But it's the internet, child. So my girl Tamera came and clapped back in probably one of the most biggest way I've ever seen somebody clap back. She came out 2 days ago with her natural hair care line. She's like, y'all talking about me? Oh, I'm on the internet now. Well, child, don't mind if I do. Matter of fact, I have a hair care line coming out, so support me while you're at it. I love it. I think it's the best clap back she could have done back to the people talking. She launched a hair care line. The product she's launching is just hair accessories, so just gadgets and tools to be able to take care of your hair. I don't know if she'll expand and go beyond that later on, but I have to say, when I first saw that, I was like, oh, is she launching out your hair care line like her sister? How's that gonna play out with the two of them? I noticed that it was just accessories, it was just tools and gadgets for the hair, but it's still a hair care line, and who knows? It started as just accessories, but maybe in the future she will add things like conditioner, shampoo, and all of the 9 yards. But that would be interesting. I don't know how that would look. I do have the mentality that we're not gatekeeping anything. If the sister can launch a natural hair care line, then why can't she? We're not gatekeeping anything. So what? You can have 101 different entrepreneurs who come out with the same type of products or the same type of business. It's not about the fact that somebody else already did it. You can have a million different conditioners, but when you launch yours, what is it bringing to the table? What are you adding to it to make it of value? What are you adding to it to make it different than what already exists? I do have that mentality that I don't think there's any point in gatekeeping, Now, with two sisters, twin sisters at that, going into the same field, I don't know what that would look like, and I don't know what type of trouble that would cause, to be honest with you. I feel like it would give some type of vibe, and it certainly would get the internet talking. But yeah, girl, we don't know. Right now, she just came out with her accessories. They look really cute.
Hi guys, I am so excited to announce the launch of my new hairline collection is coming out soon. I specifically designed each item to help enhance the beauty of our natural, luscious, curly hair. I had my own personal curly hair journey, and I learned a couple of things that actually helped my hair become healthier, my curls just be a little bit more bouncier, and I wanted to share that information with you guys. So I designed my own hairline collection. I cannot wait for you guys to try it.
I don't know when she's gonna launch. In the video, she didn't talk about that. I have to say, I haven't been so excited to see a celebrity launch a line in such a long time, especially in the category of hair. And why I say that, you already know all the nonsense that's been going on with celebrities coming out with hair care lines. A lot of them flop majority of the time because you have one group of people where the product is just perfect for them, and then there's another group of people where the product just doesn't work for them. And I get that. Now, not everything's gonna work for you when it comes to hair, but when you come out with a natural hair care line claiming that it's for everybody, then your hair care line better work for everybody. Like, if you've been watching me when I'm reviewing these different hair products in my hair, I said this. It would be unfair to judge the product on a promise or a claim it didn't make. If the product says it's going to curl your hair, you are judging that product based on the fact that it claimed that it was going to curl your hair. If the product said that it's going to tame frizz, you judge the product on the fact that it claimed it was going to tame frizz. If the product said that it was going to moisturize, if the product said that it was going to define, whatever the claim is, I don't know about anybody else, but I judge it based off of that fact. For me to grab some weird expectation and put it on a product when they didn't say they was going to do that, that's unfair. It's unfair to the company, and it's just unfair in general. So to me, it's like, if you're going to make product for everyone, if you're going to claim that your company is for everyone, make sure that you are launching different lines, different collections that will address each group for their hair type. You can't bring out a natural hair care line, you have one collection talking about it's going to work for everybody. Like, let's be realistic. And so when you have someone who is all the way in the end of the spectrum in terms of hair type buying your product and it didn't work for them, so now they're leaving a bad review for you, don't blame them. I've been reading the comment section sometimes under some people's reviews, and they had something bad to say about these celebrity hair care lines, and people just be coming for them. Like, what are you talking about? The person who launched the product said that it would work for their hair. They purchased it, spent their money, and now it didn't work for their hair, and they're giving a review that it didn't work. Why are you upset with the person giving the review? You should be upset with the person who launched the product, say that it would work for their hair, and it didn't. Now, if you don't launch a hair care line that's supposed to be for white folks with straight hair, and I, with my behind, decided I was gonna grab the collection and use it on my hair, then now I'm complaining, talking about how it didn't work for my hair. That's on me. I knowingly made a conscious decision to buy a product that I knew wasn't for me. That's two completely different things. Child, I done got sidetracked from the main conversation. We are talking about Tamara's new hair care line launch, but that's neither here or there. I'm here to say I am excited for her. I think, and she looks so cute. She looks so cute and adorable. As she was talking about her, the items, it fits her so perfectly. I'm simply here to say that it has been a long time since I saw a celebrity launch something in the hair field category that made so much sense. Like, usually I already know, like, sometimes them celebrities coming out with them hair care lines, and it's like, I don't know about that. Like, sometimes somebody launch something, it makes sense because it's like, that's you right there. Last time I felt this way was Diana Ross's daughter. I don't know her name, child. I don't know no celebrity's name. Forgive me. My whole family is like this. The only way we refer to celebrities is by the name that we knew them when we watched their movies the first time. Like, for example, Jack Dawson and Rose Dawson. I don't even know the name of the lady from the Titanic. I just know her name is Rose. That's it. If I ever met her or saw her down the street, I would just say, Rose! Rose! My family doesn't know no celebrity's name. That's how we are. We don't know your name, child. We just know you by the movie you played, and that's it. Jack Dawson. Actually, I lied. I know it. His first name is Leo. I think the last name is something decapitate, and something decap, something. Lord, this video is all over the place. I'm here to say that the last time I saw a celebrity came out with something and it just made so much sense in my head was Diana Ross's daughter. The girl from My Girlfriends. Now, in terms of the quality of the product, did it work? Is it good? That's not what we're discussing. That's neither here or there. What I'm talking about is that when I saw that she came out with a natural hair care line, it made so much sense. A lot more sense than, take in comparison, what's the name of that girl that played from Empire, Cookie? I think her name is Taraji something. The first movie I ever saw her was Baby Boy. Some of y'all don't even know about this right here because you're not old enough. I remember seeing her in Baby Boy. Yo, Jody, believe me. Okay. But I think most of y'all will know her for the character named Cookie from Empire. She's a phenomenal actress. A phenomenal actress. I don't think this girl get enough recognition or credit for her talent in that area. Like she is phenomenal. In theory, it should make more sense if someone like her is coming out with a natural hair care line for black people. As far back as I can remember, when I think of somebody who wear the natural hair in its true form, the way that it is, she doesn't come to mind. She doesn't come to mind. From the first movie I saw her in, which was Baby Boy, her hair was either relaxed or silk pressed, or it was either a wig. And I can't make the difference between the three, so forgive me. But for as long as I can remember, I don't remember her to be someone that rocks natural hair like that. So in comparison to Diana Ross's daughter, it made more sense when Diana Ross's daughter came out with a natural hair care line more than Cookie. And the reason I say that is because for as long as I can remember Diana Ross's daughter, man, I need to learn people's name. I hate that. Because it's almost like the person is stuck under somebody else's shadow when in order for you to refer them to their name, you have to bring up somebody else's name. So I don't like doing that. So I got to work on that. I got to learn people's name. But forgive me for the meantime because I really don't know that girl's name. When she came out with her natural hair care line, for as far back as I can remember, whenever I saw her, I remember big old beautiful curly hair. Like from paparazzi catching her in the streets, her on the runway, red carpet events, in TV shows, movies, wherever she was. You could always catch that girl with her natural curly hair. Every time. It doesn't mean to say that she never wear her hair like a silk press or something. That's not what I mean. But 99.9% of the time, whenever I thought of that girl, whenever I saw that girl anywhere, she had her natural hair. Usually when they launch a natural hair care line, they usually do photo shoots where they are displaying their natural hair. But if you try to go back in the past to look for one, it's going to be difficult. Go as far back as you can. You would always see her with her hair big and afro and puffy and all this beautifulness. You would always see her rocking her natural hair. And so when she came out with her natural hair care line, that made more sense than when Cookie did it. Like, I couldn't picture it. Now, this is not to say that in order for you to come out with a natural hair care line, then you must have history with you wearing your natural hair. That's not what we're trying to say. But let's be honest. Every single time a celebrity venture out in some type of business, you know in the back of your head, there's like a voice telling you that made sense or that does not make sense. Forget about the fact that it's true or not. Forget about the fact that it's validated or not. Forget about the fact that we should even be having that kind of talk. But you know, it's okay. You don't have to admit it to me, but you know in the back of your head, when you look at it, when you look at that situation, something in the back of your head click and say, yeah, that's it. That makes sense right there. And there are times where it's just like, I can picture somebody else, but not you. So it's been a long time since I watched a celebrity's announcement about some type of business venture, and I thought this made sense right there. I'm not a makeup girl, so I have nothing to say about makeup. But I remember when Rihanna came out with Fenty, not the hair care line, but the cosmetic side of it. I remember seeing a lot of reviews with people praising her for it. Like the makeup made more sense to a lot of people than her going out in the field of hair. So you can judge me all you want. We all know we're thinking it. When they do it, we're all thinking it. Whether you want to admit it or not, we all know what's going in the back of your head. When you see it, it's either gonna click or it doesn't. Forget about your preference. Forget about how you feel about that person. Forget about any biases. Forget about any other thing. In the back of your head, you know when it click and you know when it don't. And it's been a while since I got a good click. When I was watching Tamara in that video talking about these products, to me, it made more sense. It made more sense than her sister, Tia. Y'all can hate me for this opinion, but I think it would have made, you know what I think? Some of y'all gonna get mad. It's okay. It would have made more sense for Tamara to come out with that hair care line. I'm not talking about the accessories she just came out with. I'm talking about like the conditioner, shampoo, like the hair care line that her sister came out with. It would have made more sense if Tamara came out with it. And some of y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. You're not going to admit it, but y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. I went on Google to see if it was some type of bias, what was it that, is there some claim to what I'm talking about? Because although they're twins, in the early days of their career, when you couldn't see one without seeing the other, their TV shows, everything was them together. So I'm like, as far as I can think back about those twins, now in the TV show Sisters, in the beginning, early seasons, you could see the girls wearing their natural curly hair. Later on in later seasons, you could see where they started wearing more silk presses, their hair straight, and then they became adults and started to express themselves with their hair in different ways. Tamara was always the one that kept wearing her hair in its curly form. Tia is the one that I remember to be more with the silk presses. Now, I have a huge problem distinguishing silk press, weaves, lace fronts, and perms, so forgive me. I'm just going to call it straight hair. I do remember Tamara was the one that you would see more of. There was more photos of Tamara wearing her natural curly hair than Tia. I remember seeing her a lot more with straight hair versus her twin. But then I'm like, I wonder, is there like a bias going on? Am I mistaking it? So I decided to put the theory to the test. I Googled both of them and I put Tamara and her last name and I put hair. I didn't put natural hair. I didn't put, just so that Google is not dealing with no bias concerning it. They start giving me them and their natural hair. I didn't put the word natural. I just put their name and the word hair. And I started scrolling down. You could see from the beginning, top, all the way down as you're scrolling, you consistently see Tia with her curly natural hair. All the way down to when she was younger. I did the same thing for Tia. Her name, her last name, and I just put the word hair. And I began to scroll down from top to bottom. The very top shows her wearing her curly hair in her present state. We're talking about there's photos of her showing her gray hair. So there's a lot of photos where she's wearing her natural curly hair, but you can see gray. You can see based on her the shape of her face. She look a lot older on those pictures. So those pictures are currently displaying present day Tia, which we know a lot of times when they launch these natural hair care lines, of course there's going to be a lot of pictures of them with their natural hair because they have a natural hair care line. Even Beyonce, when she launched Sacred, we know there was some backlash for her wearing her weave, so even she had to start, showing her natural hair videos and all that stuff. Rihanna, the same thing. So it is common when these celebrities to launch a natural hair care line, they start wearing their natural hair, thus helping their brand. In the top portion, when you begin to scroll down on the results Google was giving me, I could see present day Tia wearing her curly natural hair. As I began to go down, it started giving me her earlier days pictures from when she was younger. Then you begin to see a lot more straight hair. You can see more pictures as she's wearing her straight hair more. Then when you begin to scroll even further down, Google began to get confused and literally just stopped showing Tia altogether and started showing other celebrities. You know how when you type something so absurd, Google can help you. So it just started giving you things in Arabic and Chinese and all kinds of languages. Like at one point, Google gave up on me and just started showing me other celebrities with their hair. I'm like, and I kept going down and down and I'm like, okay, at least I feel a little bit better to know that I wasn't being biased. I wasn't imagining things. When it comes to Tamara, from up to down, as you scroll down, you can always see that girl wearing her natural curly hair versus her sister. And I'm glad Google was able to help me to prove that. So that's why I said it would have made more sense for Tamara to come out with that natural hair care line versus her sister. But nonetheless, I support her. If I can go to Walmart and spend my money in some natural hair care products that white folks make, then I can spend my money on some natural hair care line that Tia makes. So it really doesn't matter who makes it. For me, I think if I go down to the final decision of it all, it's just about quality. It's just about, does your product work? It's just about the wow factor. Does your product wow me? Like, my hair have a way of reacting to products that it likes. Like, it's just about results. Does your product work? Does your product do what it says it was gonna do? And I think that's why it came down for me. It really doesn't matter who makes it, honestly. You could be a white guy making natural hair products. Does it work? I do believe there is such a thing versus you reading about something versus you experiencing something. What I mean by that is, for example, glowy hair, the natural hair care line that I launched. It was something birthed out of my experience. I was trying to create a solution for myself. In the end, it resulted and gave birth into the idea of a business. What I mean by that is that every time I was trying to formulate a product, something, it was just basically just me trying to solve a problem I had. Now, when I'm done solving the problem I had, I usually take that product and now make it available for everybody else. So I have to say that I am the motivation in a sense. I already know I use this example a lot. The Holy Slip is probably one of the biggest examples because it took me the longest to make. If you watch past videos of mine, you know that it took 2 years for me to formulate because I kept making batches and batches and it just wasn't coming out right because I wanted it to solve a problem. As naturals, we spent way too many times detangling our hair and I wanted to cut that down. And so I kept making different batches, kept making different formulations, tweaking the formulation over and over again until I got that very slippery consistency that I wanted to see in that product. And once I was finally happy with it, I launched it. Out of all the products I've ever created, that one took the longest. And I don't think I would have stopped. Even if it took 5 years, I would have kept going. I would have kept going because I wasn't gonna. I think what it is for me, like, I'm not trying to rush. Like, for me with glowy hair, I'm not trying to rush and create a whole bunch of products. I have this collection, I have that collection. I think for me, that's what it is. It's not about really quantity. Like, I'm not rushing to put out the next big thing. This video was all over the place. Anywho, what do you think of Tamara's hair care line?